How are you guys doing? Happy Sunday to everyone. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Sunday, okay? So guys, today I want to talk about something that's very, very serious. Something that I see that's happening a lot in the news, and it's making absolutely no sense to me. So I want to shed some light on it, and I hope you guys can comment and leave all your comments below so we can engage in a healthy and respectful conversation. So today I want to talk about nightmare at the theme park. Oh! My God. Okay, we all know it's summertime and we all want to go out with our friends, with our loved ones, with our kids, especially with the kids, because you know the kids always want to do something. At least I know my child always want to be out and about, okay? So I can only imagine that everyone is gearing up to go to these theme parks, to go to these Adventureland parks, to go to these water parks, to go to these parks that have all these crazy rides. I feel like every year they invent a new ride and they name it something more crazy. The devil. We're not gonna go to that ride. The name alone says it all. Or the other one, spin till you swing. We're not gonna go to that one. I'm done with the spinning, okay? So the thing is, I feel now with everything that is going on in the news pertaining to these theme park rides, you guys need to start doing your research. I know you're thinking, well, Grace, I just want to go to the park to have a good time. No, having a good time can cost you your life. Okay? So you have to be very, very careful because a lot of these rides are on one leg. They're getting ready to do the bunny hop on one leg. They're about to be done. Okay? And that's what I want to talk about. I know you guys love to go to the parks. I do. I don't go on those rides though. Because I have two videos. I was going to show a few. But man, one of the videos was so fatal. Like it was just happening right in front of my eyes. I could not believe what I was seeing. I said, what in the flying human is going on here out of the ride? So I didn't want to show that because, you know, I don't want to mess with anyone's mental, okay? And, yeah, so getting back to the rides, you guys gonna have to make sure that paperwork is in order. These rides has been checked. When was the last check-in on these rides? You know, are these rides legal to be ridden at this particular time, even though the weather is warm? Because you got to think about it. We are so in the mood. We are so happy to be out and about that we're not even thinking twice. Damn, I wonder if this ride is good to go. We're not thinking that. Just like that in that hotel that happened in Miami when the hotel came down like the three pigs that blew down the straw house. And it just came down. You understand? From my understanding, just to switch gear a slight bit, from my understanding, the guy who owned that hotel building where all those people died, he knew what was happening with the hotel. He had heads up about it, and he did absolutely nothing about it because I guess he figured it was going to cost him too much to fix the structure to make it stronger. Instead, he decided to lay low and let the building fall lower. Okay? So I say that to say we're going to have to be more involved in everything we do. From the cars that we ride to the people house we going, child. Make sure there wasn't a shootout at that house, okay? So my point is, guys, so this one that I'm going to show you, this video, I'm going to put a little warning sign, guys. So if you want to like turn this show off for like a good minute and a half or less, and then come back so we can continue, because this video that I'm about to show you is a mess. It happened over the pond, you know, it didn't happen here in New York, but regardless, it's still something you need to know about because the thing is, these rides are popping faster than a twig, okay? So we need to know what's going on. Take a look at this video in a theme park and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about and why you may have to soon get paperwork on these rides before you go. Take a look at this video. Thanks.
terrifying moments when this pendulum ride snapped mid-air before slamming into the ground at an amusement park in India. The ring seats at the bottom of the metal arm hit the ride's main frame before clinking to the ground. Immediate chaos. Pieces of the ride strewn all over the place. Parkgoers scrambled onto the ride to help free passengers trapped in their seats. Officials confirmed 2 people were killed instantly, and dozens more were injured. They were rushed to the hospital after the terrifying ride at the Balvatika amusement park in the western state of Gujarat.
Oh my Lord in heaven, with all the disciples surrounding Jesus. Did you see that? Did you see how the rod went up and said, oop, I think I did enough, and it just popped like a twig? Did you guys see that? And this is what's been happening all around the world at these theme parks. You understand? This is horrific. You understand? People are dying just to go and enjoy a ride. You know? And it shouldn't be like that. I feel like before the summer starts, everything should be checked, and it should be a memo that's sent out from what was checked, what was not checked, and everybody should be in the loop as to what's going on. Why are these people going to these theme parks and they're not leaving with their lives? You know, then you say lawsuit. Yeah, lawsuit, small shoots. I mean, it doesn't matter about that. That family member is no longer a part of the circle. And that's what I'm talking about. The one that I wanted to show you, which I'm not, I'll just give you a quick little brief about that. He was on one of those rides that go all the way up. They call it the Fireball. That was the name of that ride. See, certain names I can't go on. I don't know if it's a superstition in me, but certain, like I can't go into a haunted house. Remember the girl a couple years back, she died from a haunt. I can't do certain things. The name alone says it all. The Devil Ride. The last time I checked, the devil was never on my side. So I don't need to go on nothing pertaining to the devil, okay? So my thing is, this thing just broke like it was nothing. It just broke like it was absolutely nothing. It was literally hanging on by one string, okay? And now these people have lost their family members, and oh my God. Oh, you know, it's just thinking about it make you not even want to leave your house. Make sure you have your AC and make sure you have your ICs, because it's just, is it worth going to these theme parks when the rides are not even holding up, and the people who owns these rides, they're not even telling you that, you know what, the devil ride, yeah, if you get in it, you know, that may be your last ride. They're not coming out and telling you the real deal, Holyfield. They're not telling you that. They're telling you, come on down. This ride is safe. That ride is, you get a ride. You get a ride. Everybody get a ride. Well, what they're not telling you, these rides are not safe, and you may not be able to walk out of the park the same way you walked in. And that's unfortunate, because you have a lot of kids who love to go on these rides. They love it. I do not like rides like that. I went on 2 rides in my entire life, and I was terrified, okay? Terrified. And I vowed never to go on those rides. If I go on the kiddie rides, I'm screaming, ah! So I can imagine if I were to ever go on those big rides, I would lose my throat, okay? So, yeah, I just thought that was horrible. And when I also did some more research, I came to find out that over 30,000 people lose their life yearly just on going to the theme park. I feel like I'm in a theme park ride the way I'm shaking. You understand? And 30,000 people? That's a lot of people. Just to get dressed and say, okay, I'm going to go to the park, have a good time with my friends, with my loved one, and now to find out that the theme park is a killer park? Oh, my God. You understand? That's what these parks are. These theme parks are killer parks. The parts are not properly oiled. I mean, do I have to walk with my double D? Because some of them just need a little double D to get the parts working properly. I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. Over 30,000 people die yearly just by going to the theme park and getting on these broken rides that no one is telling you that they're no good. You understand? And I'm not appreciative of that. And that does not sit good with my spirit, because I have young kids. And I would not like to know that I'm taking my kids to the park, or I have a friend who's taking their kids, and next thing you know, it's a fatality. For what? Because you don't want to give up the proper care for these rides. You know, another thing that I want to talk about is this one right here, child. Oh, I just caught 2 migraines. Okay, so this one is about the water raft ride. You understand? You know the raft that everyone sits around in a circle, and you know you're strapped in, and then you go through this river, like the rafting river, and the water is very rough. It's putting you here, it's putting you there, it's putting it everywhere. So the water is very rough, but it's fun because you're with your friends, you're with, you know, it's really fun. So this family went on the water ride. And let's just take a little look of what happened, and then we'll talk more about it.
Fire medics working at the park racing to the scene.
It was very challenging with the ride's location in the park. It was remote from the entrance that we needed to use.
The ride passing an inspection the day before. Iowa regulators finding it in good working order. An attorney for Adventureland telling NBC News the theme park is a well-run and maintained facility, adding safety is the #1 priority at Adventureland. The Raging River ride has been in operation for nearly 4 decades. It is a safe ride. Raging River remains closed during the investigation.
Oh, God in heaven. Let me tell you, that is horrible. As you heard from the news reporter, the 11-year-old boy unfortunately was killed just by going to a water park. Do you understand what I'm saying? These rides are not safe. And it's not fair to the public for us not to know what's going on with the mechanics of these rides. You're putting your trust in these people's hands, and come to find out they are not trustworthy. You understand? And that's not fair. It's not about the money. It's not about the lawsuit. Money doesn't fix everything. Okay? It really doesn't. Not when your loved one is no longer here with you, or your child for that matter. You know? Now, this child was 11 years old. Now, he's taken from his family. That's a big hole in a person's heart that's there almost forever. You know, and I can only imagine for all the moms who have lost a child due to an accident. Because that's what this is going to be boiled down to. It's an accident. There was a malfunction with the raft, the water, the steering, everything. You understand? So you got to be careful. I do not like water parks like that. If it's just like the lazy pool, yeah, I can get jiggy with that. But I don't like all these rides that go all the way up to heaven and come back down to earth. I'm not into that. You know? I'm not into all of that. I like to be balanced. Put everything at a nice balanced level, and then we can go. I don't need no adventure thrill. I'm not an adventure seeker. Nope. I do not subscribe to adventure. I do not. I like to do things. I like to have fun. I like to travel. I like to do all that stuff. But when it comes to these extra going on these crazy rides, I don't subscribe to that. Speaking of subscribe, please to subscribe to this channel. What are you doing back here? Please to subscribe to my channel right here. And yeah, please subscribe. So I don't know why that pillow was there. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. So now that's going to be a big lawsuit. And, you know, like I say, it's not about the money. Now somebody is lost in the source and is no longer here with us. So our condolences goes out to that family, and may that child rest in the arms of the Lord. So the last thing I want to talk about. Speaking of seeking adventure thrills, this one took the cake for me. Okay? I know you guys have seen it all over the news, but I still wanted to shed some light on it over here by Grace Reported. All right. This one is a hard one for me. It really, really is. Have you guys heard, or I'm going to show you a video, I should say, about the recent, which was a day or two ago, of the young lady, 25 years old and a lawyer, and that she literally jumped to her death from a bungee jumping. Ooh. Oh, listen. You know how some people, they're thrill seekers? They want to jump out of a plane. They want to jump off of a building. They want to climb the Eiffel Tower. They want to climb the tallest building. They want to do all of these things because they're looking for that thrill. If you have to go that hard to find thrill for your life, please watch this show. I guarantee you'll be thrilled out, okay? Because I get it. You know, you want to try things. You want to do the hot air balloon. You want to do all these things. But I want my feet planted on the ground, man. I can't be doing all this stuff. Going into the plane is enough for me if I have to travel. But now you're going into the plane to jump out the plane. That's too much. You know, that's too much. So unfortunately, this young lady, oh my God, my heart goes out to her. She lost her life. Now, we're going to take a look at this video and then we're going to come back again, guys. This is, if you feel this may be a little bit too much for you, I would suggest you just leave the room for a good minute. And come right back and then we'll get back into things. So please take a look at this video and then we'll get back into it.
Bungee jumping after she followed the wrong signal to jump and wasn't attached to the cord. The tragic incident took place in the Colombian province of Antioquia where Yesenia Morales Gomez, 25, leapt 160 feet to her death. Gomez, a lawyer, was preparing to bungee jump for the first time alongside her boyfriend on Sunday. Shocking footage shows the moment the 25-year-old hears the instructor's signal, which was meant for her boyfriend, assumed it was for her, and plummeted 160 feet. Local media report that her beau rushed to her side and tried to perform CPR, but it was too late. Firefighters from Amaga who arrived at the scene pronounced her dead. Gustavo Guzman, the mayor of the municipality of Fredonia, Antioquia, told El Tiempo she got confused. The signal was for the boyfriend to jump because he was already attached to the security equipment. They had only put the harness on her, so she got confused and rushed. According to a medical report, Gomez died from cardiac arrest during her fall.
Oh my goodness. My God. Lord, my goodness. Whew. First of all, as you can hear from the reports that she caught an instant heart attack. I mean, of course. She's seen her life literally flash between her eyes in seconds. You know how they say it happened in a second? That is a real statement. It happened in a second. Within a second, her life was literally over. Literally, it was done. And now they're saying that she did not follow the instructions. She didn't hear. She misunderstood what the instructor was saying. She wasn't geared up to go for the fall. And all this stuff was going on. I feel like something doesn't sit right. Okay, the instructor is there. Before the instructor say anything, everybody needs to be, first of all, we don't need everybody up in the instructor face. We need one person that's there. I don't know why I felt like it was more than one person there. We need one person at a time who's going to jump, and these need to be spoken about before we go all the way up to Sing Sing. We need to know what's happening. When are you allowed to jump? Because this is horrific. This lady jumped to her death because they said she wasn't properly geared up. And now the boyfriend is there and they're saying that she thought it was for the boy. You know, it was all the confusion. Was nobody speaking proper English? Was there an interpreter? Hello, somebody? Because this just don't make no sense. How could she not know that she was not fully geared up? How could she have not known that? That's what I'm trying to say. Comment below and let me know your thoughts and opinion about this. And I also did a little research about bungee jumping. Bungee jumping started back in 1979 in New Zealand. That's when it started. And then it became legalized in 1989. You understand? So bungee jumping has been around for a while, and they say it's not a lot of a death in bungee jumping. It's probably 1 in 500,000. So the death rate is not high. But my God, it's still a chance that you may lose your life just for bungee jumping. And another thing that they said, if you're going to a bungee jump, if that's a thrill seeker for you, make sure you do it over a body of water. Because there's been a lot of cases where the rope pops, but because you're over the body of water, you're able to survive. So before you do all these things, ladies and gentlemen, you have to do your research. You have to make sure you know exactly what you're getting into. These thrill seekers, you have to know exactly what you are getting into as well. Because now this is a young lady that has lost her life because she was seeking the thrill of life, and now life is no longer with her. You know, and it's very, very sad to report that, because I can only imagine she was looking forward to this with her man, and now, you know, unfortunately she's no longer here, you know, and it's just sad. It sits uneven with me. I hated just hearing that, especially seeing the video. That was horrific for me, you know. Listen, guys, ladies, gentlemen, please be careful at these theme parks, these adventure seekers, bungee jumping, all this stuff that comes with the summertime. It's fun, we get it. We've been in the house because of the winter. You've been in the house all this time. So you want to go out, you want to explore, you want to do things. There's so much you can do with both feet planted on the earth. You understand? So before you go out and seek your thrillers, do your research. Make sure that you are equipped to do this. Make sure both ears are working correctly so you can hear, and make sure you are understanding correctly what the instructor is saying. If you need an interpreter, please request that prior to your trip. And I'm saying these things, and I'm not trying to be funny or anything, because sometimes it's the little things that we miss that can make the big difference. You understand? I just want to thank you guys for rocking out with me, your girl Grace.